We have many ideas as to how the universe began, but how will it end? Billions of years from now, what exactly will happen to the stars and galaxies we know? What will happen to our universe? Our universe is expanding. It happens because of a mysterious form of energy known as dark energy. We don't know what it is, but we do know that this dark energy causes the rate of universal expansion to increase. As dark energy gets stronger over time, it will make galaxies, stars, and planets not only move away from each other, but also start expanding from within. This will happen until they can no longer hold themselves together, at which point they'll rip apart. This theory of universal death is called the Big Rip. Some scientists believe our universe will end exactly how it started, but in reverse. The Big Crunch theory is essentially the opposite of the Big Bang. This model of universal death occurs if our universe stops expanding. You see, all that matter expanding outward at the edges of the universe is being affected by our universe's gravity. According to this theory, gravity will eventually cause this expansion to slow to the point where it halts and the universe begins to contract instead. Sort of like when you stretch a rubber band and then release it. The contraction will bring all of that material, planets, stars, galaxies, black holes, everything, back to the center until it becomes that infinitely dense singularity again, wiping out everything. And then we'd be left with the same conditions that the universe had before the Big Bang. All the matter of the universe condensed into an infinitesimal point. Despite the name, the heat death of the universe isn't a fiery inferno. Instead, it's the death of all differences in heat. This theory of universal apocalypse is also known as the Big Freeze. According to this theory, gravity is not strong enough to overcome the universal expansion, so the universe just keeps expanding exponentially. This causes everything to keep moving farther and farther away from everything else. Galaxies will no longer be visible to each other and new stars will stop forming. Eventually, the universe would become so vast that supplies of gas would be spread so thin that no new stars could form. Under that model, time becomes an endless void in which nothing ever happens as there's little to no energy left in the universe. The vacuum decay theory hinges on the idea that the universe exists in a fundamentally unstable state. If you look at the values of quantum particles, some suggest that our universe is at the edge of stability. Some scientists theorize that our universe will eventually tip over the brink, and when this happens, at some point in the universe, a bubble will appear. You can think of this as an alternate universe. This bubble will expand in all directions at the speed of light and annihilate everything. In essence, it would cause all the protons and all the matter in our universe to decay, and the universe would cease to exist. The end of the universe can be scary to think about. But don't worry, if any of these theories are right, none of them will be happening until billions and billions and billions of years from now.